Welcome, everybody, to The Broken Crown, brought to you by the T20 Tavern. I am your storyteller, and I am joined by Nytheris, played by Vinny, Celeste, played by Mary, Kaylin, played by Maurice, Seraphina, played by Nina, and Thuriz, played by Travis. Say hello, adventurers.
Hello, adventurers.
All right. So, let's get into it. When last we left our intrepid adventurers, you had been exploring the town of Fernhaven. You did a little bit of resting. You had a little bit of food. You did a little bit of shopping, right? Collecting some supplies during your escape, your valiant escape out of the city and heading towards the wilds, the hinterlands, outside of the kingdom of Eldara, right on the outside edges. During your trip in, you had to deal with some spookiness, right? And you found yourself on the outskirts of the town, and you notice, and you've gone in search of mounts, looking for ways to be able to get out of Dodge with a little bit of speed, right? Instead of having to walk it your own way, using the bipedal method. And you came across a ranch with horses, and they were rather expensive. They were a little bit above your price range. So you struck a deal with our friendly neighborhood rancher to resolve some kind of pest problem. And when last we finished, Kalen had transformed himself into a monstrous beast of scale and tail and big, snarly, snappy bits, and has stomped his way out towards this large, lone tree about yonder out. Okay? And so Kalen is dump, 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 dump. Okay. So, Kalen, as you're stomping out there in your Allosaurus form, you, because you're at a taller height, you're able to kind of see out, and the sun is still shining, but it is lower to the ground. Just the bottom tip of the sun has crested over the edge of the horizon, and the sun is setting. The sky is changing into the brilliance of twilight in these purples and golds and blues as the sun begins to set. And as you look out, you see just this plain of very relative barren, maybe some scrub brush here and there, maybe a small copse of trees kind of strewn about. And right in your kind of general view is a very, very large, very old looking, like oakish tree, like oak tree. It's all by itself. This thing is massive. You realize, because again, you have a connection to the trees as a druid. You can tell that this tree is probably very, very large, and very even despite its distance, and probably because of that, very, very old. Okay. The rest of you are now watching this giant saurid creature stomping itself away. And what are you guys doing?
Celeste will say, and I'm big, and will ride after Kaylin on Frippon.
Question: how well are dinosaurs known?
Make a history check.
Okay. Well, it'd be nice if I rolled a d20 and not a d12.
Yes, it would be.
Hey, that's
12.
20.
Hey, got 12.
All right. So on a 12, you know that large creatures like this do roam certain parts of the world. Whether you've seen one or not, you may have heard stories of one. You
Cool.
But you're not exactly sure what it's called. You just know that it's looks like a giant. Based on what you're looking at, it looks like a giant lizard. For your purposes, being the fact that you live down in the Southlands of Dravenport, you may have seen a considerably smaller version of it that also runs on two legs across the sand, right? But that one usually has a weird frill around its head. This one clearly does not, but it reminds you of that, but much.
Yeah. I'll turn to Thuris and be like, what the fuck is that?
I rolled a 20, so I'm going to. So Thoros goes, Allosaurus, and he just starts chucking after him.
And then I run away. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
He points at the dinosaur. Back.
Allosaurus.
It's an Allosaurus. So we just start running back.
I will briskly walk.
All right, so Thuriz and Seraphina begin hoofing it. Celeste is on Frapone, riding out in glorious fashion. Nytheris is taking up the rear with his brisk jaunt.
Just fast walking.
He's like,
literally fast walking. Exactly
I'm not
right.
running into the forest.
That's fair.
All right. So, Kaylin, as you start to get closer, what are you thinking, looking at?
Looking for the nest or entrance to the nest.
Sure. Okay. So as you are continuing to move forward, again, the sun is it's setting, but you probably, given the timing, you probably have about an hour or so before the sun fully sets. Okay. It does take you a little bit of time, almost a little bit more time than you thought, to get to this ridge and this tree. It seems that by all accounts, you would think that a tree this size would maybe be, maybe a quarter of a mile away. It's actually almost a half a mile away before you get to it. So as you get closer and closer, this tree is massive, like very, very large. Okay. It is a lone tree, massive in the middle of really nothing else. Okay. As you are getting closer, you will, as you're kind of scanning the horizon and the area, you don't necessarily see an immediate, like a cave or an entrance that you can tell.
I'm gonna kind of look at the area and kind of look at the ground and see why is it nothing around it. Looking to see if there's anything, kind of, I guess, investigating the area.
Sure.
And see what may have caused the fact that nothing else is here. Is that a nature check?
Make me an investigation check, please.
24.
Okay. So as far as you can tell, there is like scrub brush. There is like the occasional like fern or bush, right? There just happens to not really be any other major trees in the area. And as you're going, because despite the fact that you're so high up, you're still kind of able to take in and see what's going on. And it looks as though these bushes may have actually been like foraged on. Okay. So, like, you'll notice that there's leaves that have been pulled off of one. There's it's clear that some of the local ferns have kind of been pulled apart. So there's clearly movement and something being done here, but what that is may not necessarily be clear to the immediate, to your immediate information, right? Based on the information that you have.
Is there any activity aside from the trees, like any motion or anything, like anything that's buzzing noises, loud noises? Because it was just eerily too quiet.
So there is the kind of the noise of the general world around you, right? You can hear the buzzing of small insects. You might hear a bird. There might be a scurry of like a small animal that just saw a giant Allosaurus coming, went and go up, gone, right? So maybe like a squirrel or a fox or something along those lines might dart through, or a chipmunk might dart through the ground. It seems like there were animals clearly in the area, in these little brush areas, probably kind of protecting themselves during the heat of the day. But with the introduction of this large creature, they are getting the heck out of there and running away. Many are diving into small burrows or flying off, things of that nature.
Okay, it's working out exactly as I planned. I'm going to look back and see if any of my new friends have followed.
They are all following you in a staggered formation. You have Celeste coming in with Fripone. You see that little bit of dust cloud coming behind Fripone's hooves, followed by Thuriz and Seraphina, given the run-ins, right? Thuriz is considerably farther along with his larger legs, is able to get there. Seraphina is shortly behind him. And then, as I mentioned, taking up the rear in a leisurely but relatively speedy pace is Nytheris.
I'm going to turn to Celeste as she gets there first. Cece, I don't see anything here.
I mean,
and they're looking around. I figured if a bigger creature came, the other ones would run away. But so far, only little creatures are running away.
Well, I mean, I gesture vaguely at the Allosaurus.
It looks.
I mean, he said there was some sort of pest. I don't think we got a ton of details as to the size or nature of it. Just that they were around here somewhere.
I think maybe the tree.
Like it lives inside it?
Maybe, but I didn't want to hit the tree because I don't want to hurt the tree.
Can you, like, talk to it?
The tree?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can do this.
Not like this. But
oh, okay.
So in a few moments, Thuriz and Seraphina finally probably breathing a little heavier because they have been running, catch up.
Oh, friendos.
What were we looking for there?
Some sort of pest. Some pest of some sort.
Pest. Okay.
None here.
He said that they were sensitive to light or fire?
Oh, yes.
That's right.
And Nytheris, you arrive.
So what goes on?
We're, not really sure.
So, is this the tree?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think so. It's really
Big
large.
sniff.
So what are we supposed to be actually killing out here? The tree?
No, the
Definitely
pest.
not the tree.
Not the tree.
Maybe we should have asked for more details.
Just as things start to get quiet for a moment, everybody make me a perception check.
You got it.
Oh no.
Not one.
Oh my god.
I know Theris isn't hearing it.
Is this to notice environmental hazards?
No, it is not it is not an environmental hazard.
That is a 17 from me.
Okay.
A 24 from me.
Okay.
That's an 8.
It's gonna be fun.
19.
A whole 8.
Okay. Anyone who rolled a 15 or higher hears a slight, very low chittering sound, like a.
Oh, where's the chittering coming from? Is it coming from the tree?
Sarah's too busy
Is it-
admiring
Pats his coat down for a
branches.
second and then looks around.
This is definitely not a sound that you are familiar with. As you kind of look around, do you move around the tree at all, or are you just staying kind of put?
I
I
think I stay where I am.
I'm gonna move to the tree and start sniffing around the tree
There's
So-
as a
around the tree.
dinosaur would, just kind of.
Sarah's
So
also going
so
around. Like,
I'm gonna just approach the tree and just be like, "So, do you want me to like blow a hole open in it, or
no. Trees are friends.
how else are we
Well-
supposed to find a pest if we can't draw it out somehow?"
Oh, it's coming.
So
What do you mean?
as
It'll find
you
us.
eat,
I like
so I know
past
you
tree.
said Thuriz and Kalen, you guys were walking on either side around this tree. Now it's a very large tree.
Yeah.
Okay. Like we're talking maybe kind of almost the size of like like not quite a redwood, but like think like an old sycamore tree, like really big, right? So Kalen, because you're longer as a large beast now, you can kind of, as you're coming around the one side, you notice that in the far base of the tree, there is an indentation. That indentation gives way to what looks like a cavern that goes down into the roots of this tree.
Does it look big enough for me to fit?
Not in your current setup. No.
I sit down, like drop down,
You haunch down. Okay.
and put my face about 10 feet away from it and look into the hole.
Okay.
I guess by the time Thurus comes around,
So
he'll see
by the time you've kind of positioned yourself
like
to
a
that,
cat kind of hunched
yeah,
down.
you guys. So those of you who have kind of like positioned yourself around the tree, you're a little bit farther away. You kind of can see his body kind of shift downward. Obviously, in order to get more information, you may have to move closer. But Thur, as you come around the other side, and you kind of just as he's settling into this position, you can see down deep into this hole. It's probably about like maybe 10 or so feet in a circle going down into it. Is almost looks like it is like the edges of it are burrowed into the tree itself, and then it goes down from there. It does kind of go down, and then it seems to be turning to your right. Okay, and goes down deeper into the
We'd
tree.
have to crawl into it if we wanted to go into it, right?
He would not be able to fit. The rest of you probably could fit walking. It is roughly, like I said, it's about a 10-foot
diameter. Okay.
hole, so it's a pretty decent size. It's taller than a normal, room size hole. Okay.
I grumble and without lifting my chin, I can't fit.
Do you guys find anything?
There's a hole,
Oh, great.
a big one.
You want me to shoot something into it?
Well,
Okay.
it curves, so you may not hit anything.
Probably not.
Oh.
If we're gonna do this, we might.
Those of you who are super close, you hear another round of that.
Is it coming from in the hole?
100% coming from inside the hole.
So us at this point we'll walk around and look at the. Be like, oh, that's bigger than I expected. Is this hole like round, like a worm or a termite burrowed it?
So this definitely, it's not perfectly round, but it's round-ish. It definitely looks like something has burrowed in, probably some kind of insectoid creature. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you who have the skill or want to can make a nature check to get more information.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's chill this. That's
Yep,
an 11.
Yes. It's a 26.
I rolled a 4.
Four.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's a hole.
That's a hole. Right. All right. So anyone who rolled above a 12, I'll say, would definitely be able to tell that this looks like it is definitely like it looks almost like an anthill. Right? It looks like it was probably like a giant anthill or maybe like a termite mound. Some kind of creature or creatures definitely built this. This is probably something that is, as we might say, the work of many hands. So it's not like, it doesn't look like a spider's lair or something along those lines. It definitely gives the feeling of multiple, maybe multiple smaller creatures building something out like an anthill would. Okay.
Maybe we
As
should.
you guys are getting closer, if anybody wants to make an investigation check, they can.
So I'm gonna come around the
26.
tree after they've been around on the outside for a bit and be like, "Oh shit, you guys found a giant hole."
21.
19.
17.
Great. All right. So everybody who has rolled has beaten the check, right? And so you will notice that there are on the ground what look like little like insectoid footprints. A bunch of them. All leading and the fact that they've been left there, what that tells you is that it may have been a hasty retreat into the hole.
Okay.
Right? So they may have been out and about and doing, and then, big stompy monster thing, and then they all retreated into the hole.
If you guys want, I could investigate it.
I mean, I don't think you have to go by yourself. You can go
I
together.
I could turn invisible and jump in.
I'll go
I'm gonna, like, when he sits there, I'm gonna turn my head slowly towards him and just take a really big sniff. Does Nithera smell like anything?
Does Thuris smell like anything?
There is smell like
Nithera.
anything?
No, does
Nithera.
Nithera
Oh,
smell like anything?
Nithera smell like anything?
Seawater.
Yeah.
He definitely has the smell of the sea on him.
Right.
I'm gonna turn back and go, they'll smell you coming a mile away.
Do bugs smell?
They definitely have
They
receptors
definitely-
or something about it.
I just think we just go into, if we're going to tackle this, we do
Try
it
something.
together.
Or another thing is we could just burn the tree before and
No burning
No
trees.
burning of the trees.
No. All right.
but if we burn the tree, then
No.
we don't
No.
They're not paying.
We don't need to do that. That
Just
wasn't
While they're
Thuris-
arguing, Thuris goes in the hole.
Okay.
Thuris goes in the
Thuris.
hole. Sarah's gonna jump after him.
is
So
this
it's not so
hole-
much a
is this
jump,
like-
it's more of a it's more
Yeah,
like
we
a walk down, right?
Yeah. like a
but-
tunnel.
right, so it is like a tunnel.
Yeah. Celeste
like a-
will dismount from Frapone, give him a pat, and just be like, just wait here. and she'll go in
Okay.
after Thru's.
Kalen's just like on the floor. His head's on the floor, just like running, moving, looking back and forth.
Aw.
I mean, you can knock the tree
Kalen.
over.
Stop
I'm
suggesting
not big
damage
enough
to the
knock
tree.
the tree over.
Leave the tree
All right.
alone.
He
So
just shrinks
Thur is-
back down to normal size.
Okay.
And walks behind them.
Just
Just like pouting, like sluggishly pouting.
I'll bring up the rear, I guess.
Okay. All right.
Feel like kind of,
dark vision out to 120 foot. So
Yeah, I can
I
see
will-
everything.
I'm gonna take out my drift globe and cast light. I
Okay.
can't see in the dark.
my character's going to feel very out of his element here.
oh yeah.
Yes, most likely because you are underground.
Yeah.
So Thur is followed by Seraphina, and then Celeste, then Kalen, and then Nytheris. You guys begin your descent into this cavernous alcove, right? For lack of a better term. It is clearly not a cave. It is not stone. What it is a burrowed out dirt and roots. As you're continuing down, it doesn't take you terribly long before you start reaching the first of what look like many side chutes. And it looks like this is a full-on labyrinth of tunnels, all roughly the same size, going in multiple directions. But there's clearly a main one, and then there are offshoots, right? You can kind of tell the difference because it is clear that one was made and then others were made afterwards, right? Because you can see the alcove, that edge, and then it was burrowed flat in. It was not it was clearly not made at the same time. Okay.
I'm gonna walk closer to them all.
Sure.
And look down about as far as I can see, which is about 120 feet into the darkness. Without,
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
and
sure.
because I have the lineage allows me to see like normal, not like black and white.
Right. So because you are drow, you are able to see in basically as though it were a normal light. Thur is obviously yours is that black and white.
Like
You're
dim
not
light.
really able to distinguish colors and stuff like that, but there is some light in this tunnel, namely the fact that Celeste has a small. Describe your light spell for us.
Oh, absolutely. So she has a device that is a small sphere made out of glass, and when she activates it, it glows with a cool blue light, and it just floats next to her, producing bright lights within a radius of I think 30 feet. And then it just follows around and provides light.
Okay.
Similar.
I love it. So those of you who are obviously in this general vicinity, which is all of you, the entirety of this kind of enclosed space is cast in this pale blue light. Beyond the pale blue light is this, again, for those of you who have dark vision, that extends past this. You are able to see deeper into the darkness in this black and gray. Kalen, of course, is able to see relatively regularly, pretty far out. But even then, it does seem like these tunnels are very long, or they curve, in which case you're only hitting hitting the edge of your sight, and it is darkness at that point. Everybody, please make me 2 perception checks and an investigation check, please.
25. Yes, 25, 23. And what's the third one?
Investigation.
An investigation, please. 2 perception and an investigation.
25 with a natural 20, a 23,
Okay.
and then a 12
Okay.
for the investigation.
Serafina?
12 and 21 for the first 2 perception, and then 19 for investigation.
Great. Thurs?
21 on the first perception, 29 on the second, and 21 on the investigation.
Celeste?
An 8, a 3, and a 3.
Hell yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I love
That
it.
is everything.
Hell yeah.
And Nytheris?
1917 and nat 1.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So everyone who got above a 10 on the first one and a 15 on the second one, okay, as you're walking down, you do hear more of this chittering sound. Those who got above a 20 on either of those can tell that there's a call and response. There are multiples of these, and they are talking to. It seems like they may be communicating with each other.
When I realized that,
Mhm.
going to I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay, sounds good. So for
which
those
way
of
do guys
you
wanna
who,
go?
Do we have 10
1 second.
minutes?
1 second before you make your next statement, I just want to resolve the investigation. Okay, on the anyone who got above a 15 on the investigation check. Sorry, Celeste. You at one point in time you look down at one of the, because you're obviously you're aware of your surroundings, you're paying attention. In the gloom and in the dark, the light just seems to shine on what looks like like a part of this kind of weird white, like off-white looking piece of shell, like what might look like a shell.
Okay.
Okay.
On like the ground.
It's on the ground. It's just this little piece, maybe like that big, right? And it's curved. It's just this piece. It almost looks like a soft piece of eggshell, and it's laying on the ground.
So,
you guys
where
notice
are we going?
I would like to pick it up and do a nature check.
Sure, absolutely. So Serafina picks this up.
Offer
It
the
is
help.
it is flexible. Okay, and you do have the help action. So I think that was Thur saying that he was going to help and kind of investigate.
I got a 21.
I'm going to help with nature, yeah.
Okay, great. So Kaelin, Thurs, and Serafina kind of converge on this shell piece. It is soft and flexible to the touch. It doesn't seem like slimy on either side, but it definitely looks and feels like some kind of shell. Kaelin and Serafina, because of your druid craft, you guys can go ahead and make me a second nature check with advantage.
19.
Okay.
26.
All right. So the two of you kind of interacting with this thing and kind of talking amongst yourselves of this looks like a shell. Oh, it looks like it's soft. It's not an eggshell or it's not a bird type shell. This is definitely some kind of insectoid egg shell. right? Or a piece of one.
Well, there are bugs here for sure.
Most likely ants.
Ants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you say ants?
I mean, ants. Ants.
Okay. So,
But they're not small.
Yeah. Yep.
Got it. I wonder if
So
someone's leaving food out.
we burned the tree down.
No. I'm going to go talk to their queen. Maybe we could get them to leave.
You know what? I'll be around, and I'm just gonna use greater invisibility and turn invisible.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
What's the worst that could happen?
So where
He's going to cause a problem.
do you think we'll find the queen?
Usually in the deepest part of the nest. But before we get there, we're probably going to run into the guards.
Okay. And do you think they're likely to listen to reason?
Who knows? They might. Okay. Animals aren't overly aggressive unless they feel threatened. So if we don't threaten them, they should be okay.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Gonna chitter down the hall that we don't mean any harm. We would like to speak to one who can speak for the nest.
Okay. So you use whatever your closest approximation to what you would think like an ant speak would sound like, right? Going down and you hear it echo down. There is silence, and then there is a large amount of chittering. All of it is unintelligible to you. And it definitely sounds like it is happening like frantic around you all.
What'd they say?
I don't know. They may not be animals.
So they're not from here? Like, of this plane? Demons, devils?
Usually I don't have a problem speaking with any animals.
I would like to do something.
This is odd. But I know they know we're here, and they're probably going to appear from every hole, as that's usually what ants do. So if they are ants, well, we're going to be surrounded shortly.
Sarah, I just realized this. Can I cast tongues and try to figure out what they are saying?
Sure. Go ahead and cast it. So tell me about how you are casting the spell of tongue.
Okay. Do I have to roll for that too?
No.
No. Okay.
No, just describe it for me. What are you? I'm not entirely 100% familiar, so tell me if it requires some kind of motions, or what are you doing? How are you casting it? Describe it.
You know what? I don't think I can, because it says the spell grants a creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken. Oh wait, no, I can. So I could grant some. Yeah, so I'm gonna grant myself the ability to. Okay, so Sarah's going to kind of just close her eyes, try to find her center, and try to sort of pick apart the frantic chattering and see if they are aware of who we are, see if they are trying to protect something or themselves, or just trying to make sense of the franticness.
Sure, absolutely. So you cast this spell, and it starts out as the chittering, and then all of a sudden you start hearing individual words, right? You hear scary, monster, evil, hurt, hive. They've come to hurt us. They've come to kill us. Protect the hive. Protect the hive.
Okay, I'm going
What
to.
did they say?
They are protecting something. They're protecting themselves. They want to protect the hive. They know that we most likely mean them harm.
Do you know what language they're speaking?
Some sort of communal language that they have amongst themselves. I can't tell exactly the language.
So they don't speak ant.
But they are a hive, and there's clearly many of them.
Oh, yes, most definitely. How do we get them to know we're not hurting them?
Well, technically,
I mean,
do we know that these are the pests that we need to hunt? They say the rancher said they came out and attacked horses, correct?
right, so they're probably looking for food.
Yeah.
So, which means that they are carnivores, carnivorous insects that eat, horses and the like.
Maybe they just scare the horses.
For fun?
Oh, I mean, the horses are afraid of them because
Yeah,
we're
that's right.
large, giant ants or ant-like creatures because they're definitely not ants.
I don't think so. Okay, I don't.
Serafina, you continue to hear similar phrasings of protect the hive. Can we eat? Maybe eat? Very scary. Can't eat. Not sure.
So they definitely want to eat us. So, yeah, they are hungry for sure.
I'm gonna ant again. Like, do not eat, not harm, only speak.
Okay. So, in response to that, it actually seems like it actually is in response to that. They all start, that one talk us, no understand.
No understand?
That one, but like it's like they're like that one us? No, not that, not us. Not hive.
Ah. Okay. What'd they say?
They said that whoever's speaking, so in Kaylin, is not. I think they're confused. They think that Kaylin is. They know it's not one of them, but they can understand you, Kaylin. Maybe you can say that you're here, that you don't mean harm to the hive.
I thought they said they can't understand.
Like you're talking with an accent?
I try to get closer to their clicking and chittering and say that we're not here to harm, want to learn.
So at that point, it seems as though the chittering, this crosstalk that is happening, that is clearly happening kind of around you, just stops. Okay.
That may not be good.
That's definitely not good.
Everybody make me a perception check.
I'm gonna turn on my hammer
Okay.
So once Serafina says that's not good,
24.
I just like sigh and I take a staff out, and it's just a staff with a circle, and the end of it illuminates as a warhammer.
Oh no.
Okay.
22.
27.
11.
Okay.
9.
Kale. Great.
Ah. It
Kalen
wasn't but
sees it.
consistent.
Kalen sees it first. But out of the gloom walks out, and it is walking on 2 legs.
Walks.
It's kind of maybe 3 or so feet tall. And it's 4 kind of appendages, right, holding on to a spear. Looks like a very rough made like flint piece wrapped on a stick with a spear, right? And it looks, as you look at it, its body is chitinous. It looks very much like a cross between an ant and a like mantis. Okay, it's kind of have these big eyes and these kind of 2 antenna, right? It has these 2 like these mandible mouth parts that are like chittering, right? They're moving, but they're not making any sound. And it is like very slowly moving out towards the group. Okay. It kind of like it sees the light and is like staying away from the light. Okay, and it is holding this stick. Like I said, it literally like it looks not well made. It looks like a piece of a branch that has been taken off, and then like a piece of flint is on it and wrapped ruggedly around it like makeshift, and it's just like
I'm gonna walk away from the light and walk towards it with my hands up and chitter that friend and speak to him as in their language.
Okay. So as you do that, it starts to back up, right, away.
I stop.
And it's in this light, and what you feel is this like pressure in the back of your skull, like this weird feeling like there's something pressing, not physically, but like almost mentally. And you hear talk.
Yes, talk.
At this point in time, Kalen, make me a history check.
$17.
Yeah. Okay. So you remember a story that your mother told you from the Netherdeep of a type of creature called a Thrikeen.
Thrikeen.
They were insectoid, quasi-psychic creatures. They were intelligent, and they are denizens of the Netherdeep. For the most part, they kept away from the Drow enclaves, but they were another kind of group of things that you would find in the dark that, generally speaking, weren't overly dangerous unless they were dangerous. They decided to be dangerous. That being said, you remember a story about them being like tall, like really tall, like 7 feet tall. This thing is decidedly not.
The child.
How come your hive is not under dark?
We here. We hive.
Yes. But this is not Underdark. This is human.
He's now. Everybody else, make me an Arcana check.
Sure.
Oh no, get lightning bolted.
Uh, 23.
What's magic, precious?
Oh no! Oh no!
Girls go to that one.
25.
Okay. So those of you who failed now hear in your head this voice that says, "We here, we hive."
And the ones that passed, what do we get out of that? Anything or no?
You felt like the slightest bit of pressure, but it was gone like in a flash.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Wisdom check
This wouldn't be a save.
for Thuris and things?
Yeah.
Hmm.
If it's a save, you get +4 if you're near me.
I think it's a check. I think
there
it's
you
a check.
Okay.
14.
With the +4?
It's not a save, is it?
What are we doing?
Do you remember the backstory? Something just got in his head?
Oh, that would be a save.
Okay,
Yeah.
in that case, 18.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would definitely be a save. This definitely is unnerving, Thuris.
Okay.
But you are holding your own.
So Thuris'
That
response.
being said,
And then you
Yep.
think, get out of my head.
okay.
I think that's how they actually speak.
He didn't say that out loud.
No.
All right. So as you kind of bolster your willpower and you kind of shunt this thing out of your head. And it definitely feels as though it was not strong magic.
Yep. Okay.
Right? Okay. So Kaelin and Celeste, you can still hear this voice in its head. For Seraphina, it is chittering. So you hear the words, they're hearing it in their heads. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just kind of hear that we hear, we hide.
Can I respond back?
You can try.
I think Celeste sends back. You hive. We're also hive. Not your hive. Our hive. And your hive stays here and doesn't bother our hive.
Our hive no hurt hive.
Good.
Our hive just survive.
Sure. In the woods, away from buildings or people.
People. What is?
She'll gesture to what we look like.
Scary. Scary light. Hurt light. Hurt light. Hurt light.
Yeah. So you stay here.
It kind of like looks at you. Again, it's like you can kind of see that the spear that it's holding, it has kind of dropped a little bit, right? So it's obviously paying more attention to talking than it is to wanting to like stabby. Hungry?
I ate.
Hungry. It like takes its one hand off and taps. Hungry.
You are.
And you get this like actually get this visual of what looks kind of like a horse. Hungry.
Don't eat those. Don't eat.
Its mandibles kind of like shift, and it is clearly like almost pouting in its face, like, "Oh, I wanted to eat that."
No,
right?
Don't eat. Because if you eat, people come bring more light. Hot light, hurt light.
You hear a bunch of chittering. Serafina, you hear this conversation, this like, oh, hot light, scary light, don't eat, but why not? Tastes good. Don't eat,
Sure.
Scary light, right? You hear a bunch of that kind of thing,
Yes.
right? So they seem to be understanding, kinda,
Yes.
but they're a little bit slow on the uptake, kind of thing, right? This is,
So for me, just here, right? What do I just hear them clicking, or are they talking in their heads?
So Kaylin and Celeste have not made any sound.
No.
Serafina hasn't talked, but you definitely hear a lot of clicking.
Sure.
Right?
Okay, so
there's basically, for all intents and purposes, they are staring each other down.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go near, I guess because Serafina was already somewhat translating. So I'm gonna go near her and go like, and I'm gonna just drop my invisibility. I'm gonna go, what are we
Serafina
doing?
explodes in a fireball.
No.
Not.
No, not yet. We're
You
trying
scared her.
We're working on it.
We're trying to convince them to not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody's talking. So
Oh
how's that
no,
happen?
sorry. It's telepathic. I forget. I'm so used to it with Rapone. It's
Okay.
anyway.
So
Sorry.
Thuris sits down.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Oh god. She'll to the hive be like 1 second, and like we'll turn to everyone else. I forget. So I'm trying to tell them that if they fuck with the horses, they will get incinerated to death by people.
So did you tell them that directly? Like I can show them like an explosion.
No.
I'm pretty sure the actual daylight I've brought into this cave is enough. But the record, the hammer does glow with actual sunlight.
Well, what do we? What else
Yeah.
lives in it? Do we know what else lives in this forest that we could have them hunt instead?
Deer?
Because they have to eat,
Other
right?
animals.
Sure.
They can hunt in the forest.
I look at it and I'm like, Oh, you're saying there's animals in forest. Okay, but do they primarily eat horses?
No, I
They
think they
happen
just
to
want to eat
like
things. They look
horses.
good.
Oh, okay.
They're big. They're made of
Mhm.
meat.
Do we have like a picture of a rabbit we could show them and then be on our way? Like, what are we
I
doing?
could show them rabbit. I'll
Deer.
show. I'll to the three creen. I'll like.
Deer.
I'll. I don't know.
Oh,
Jack
deer, yeah, yeah.
the hive or
Deer.
whatever, and I'll be like, eat other things. Rabbit or deer.
Deer.
I can minor illusion and create the illusions and like this is a rabbit, this is a deer, and this is a human that we don't eat, and this is a
Don't eat
horse that we don't
Don't
eat.
eat.
Oh yeah, prestidigitation.
Yeah,
I'll just like
don't
prestidigitate all the things that
I
are
love
yes.
it. So
Yeah.
between
So, like,
Kaylin
one
and
hand I'll do-
Seraphina, go ahead.
If there's a deer in one hand, no light in this hand. I put a horse, light in the other hand.
Bad. Fire.
Like-
no
like,
way. No.
like rabbit, no fire. Horse, fire. Like I'll keep doing that. Like
Yeah.
every time there's so they keep getting that thing.
They're gonna raise this place to the ground. It's gonna eat
Oh,
everything
yeah.
but the horses. There's gonna be
Yeah.
nothing left. It's gonna be funny.
Okay? if they don't figure it out.
I think yeah.
So as
Boundaries make good neighbors.
They are from the I remember that they're from the Underdark, right?
100%, these things are
So-
from the Underdark. If you wanted to make a nature check, you can.
I guess yeah, there's two things there. So do a nature check, and then so it's a 24 for the nature check.
Okay. So you don't have a whole lot of information because you haven't actually studied the Thrakeen. However, as you're kind of looking around, you're definitely noticing like you're kind of, because again, you're in the dark, but you can see like past him. There are others. They're all just as small. And kind of just on the edge of your vision out there, you see a bunch of what look like broken eggs. So these are
Babies.
probably
These are babies.
very young.
Babies.
Ooh.
I'll turn to the party. Goes. These are babies.
These are babies.
Are there?
They don't know.
Here?
They don't know any better.
Well, if there are babies, there has to be a mother.
Kaylin, you know that more than likely with insects, the eggs were laid and left
The
to their
mother's
own
not
devices.
here.
All left.
They don't have a mother, so to speak.
But they should have a queen.
That she would have left.
But they would also have
Okay, wild thought. How about if we take them with us and then they are now our giant insect friends?
There are so many of them here.
They can stay in the woods while we go into town and then they,
Now, I mean, there are so many of them here.
Yeah, there's like 10 over there.
hundreds.
No.
There are hundreds of them in here.
Oh.
We don't have enough space for all of them. This is probably the safest place to put them. However, we have to tell them not to go up.
Village, yeah.
I turn to the one. I take my hood off. Now you can actually see them more drow than elf, right? I asked one of them to come with me.
You hear some clicking. In your head, you kind of hear, "Come with."
Walk with me. Like, and I pantomime walk.
Seraphina,
Outside was
you
night, right?
hear. I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. What, Benny?
Outside was nighttime, right?
It was the sun was going down. Yes.
Just making sure.
Yeah, the sun
yeah.
was going down. Serafina, you hear is trapped, not hive. Don't go. Right?
It's
It is clearly
I'm a
coming from
friend.
outside of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep a message open with Kalen to just so that he knows that that's what they're saying too.
No trap. Friend. We get
So the
food.
one with the stick, which I guess seems to have designated itself as the leader, kind of like inches towards you. He's keeping like the tip of that spear like at you, but it's literally the equivalent of like a 6 or 7 year old like defending himself with a spear.
One swift
right?
bonk and he could lose the stick.
This thing is half your size, right? It is clearly not not in what you would constitute as a direct threat. Okay. You could probably imagine, right, having a band of these things coming towards the horse stables and them not knowing any better, being scared the hell out of these giant insects. But now looking at this thing in its current form, it is the most not scary thing
It's a
that you
baby.
could possibly think of, right?
It's a baby. So I mean, like, if it even walks past Thuris is still taller than as he's sitting down.
Thoris is sitting down, and he is roughly eye height with this thing,
Yeah. So like they're babies.
right?
Babies.
There's like
So
if he does follow me outside,
I'll ask Kalen what his plan is. What is the plan here?
I'm gonna show him something. I'm gonna show him that where to hunt so that they don't get killed or kill anything that we care about or that the townsfolk care about.
Okay.
So as you turn, right, and start walking, it seems to be following you for the most part. Okay. It's following you as far as you can tell. Are you heading out of the?
Yeah, we're gonna head outside.
Okay.
We're gonna head outside. I'm gonna look at the forest because the forest is on one side, and I guess this big tree is kind of in the tree line. So past that is the village. We can see the village for a distance.
Okay. Yeah, you can see the village in the distance.
So I'm gonna walk to where the tree line is
Okay.
and say no, like shake my head no, and do like fire on this side, on my hand far away, and then turn and point the other way and say food.
It kind of like food.
Mm-hmm.
Owie. Scary.
Yes. Is there anything moving nearby? Like anything of small size?
Make a perception check.
I can know automatically. Hunter.
Oh, even easier. Yeah, there's a small chipmunk or kind of creature, not terribly far from you. Maybe
what would I roll
about
to catch it?
How are you catching it?
Typical hunter style, just kind of maybe a cat. Maybe if it's that small, I might just hit it with a thorn whip. It's nature, not fire. Anything that's not fire.
That's probably for the best.
Trying to prove I'm not going to kill this thing, so I'm going to use a thorn whip.
Sure. While he has taken this Thrakeen outside, what are the rest of you guys doing in the cave?
Stare down.
Stare down. Okay. Sounds good. All right, so we are doing the Great Mexican Standoff.
I will, if I was allowed, I'm gonna walk with Caitlin outside.
Yeah.
Because I am not staying in this fucking tree.
Okay.
So,
All right, so you follow behind. That's completely fine. Okay. So as you guys are, so you thorn whip this this creature. It is kind of roughly the size of a medium. It's maybe the size of a small cat, but it looks more like a chipmunk, right? Kind of creature. You catch it with around its around its neck, around its
yeah, right around its neck, kind of
around its
catch
neck.
it really
Grab it
quickly.
with a thorn whip.
Yep.
Okay. And what are you doing?
Eat. And I give it to him to eat.
He kind of like grabs hold of it, and the mandibles like snap onto it and start chomping. Okay. You hear in your head, tasty, small, tasty.
I would, if possible, maybe spend the next 5 minutes or so catching small stuff real quickly to show him that you can, or show it that it can find small food and what to find, and like, but varying things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sure thing. Sounds good. All right. So you kind of, you meander around the area, clipping up small animals. At one point in time, you get a bead on a deer, and it has taken it understands, and it like sneaks up on this thing, and it's like his front arms rather, inside what would probably be the forearm, these large like sickles kind of lift out, and it like jumps and lands on it and rip and tear and starts eating this thing. It like almost cleaves this thing in half and starts dragging. Like, it doesn't eat it, it drags it, starts dragging it back towards the mountain.
Turns into
dragging it back towards the hole.
If these things are bigger, the village could have a problem.
Yeah, but
like after I see that part, so we may want to just put up a perimeter.
As soon as I saw that I was terrified already.
Oh, they're not to be afraid of. They're just an animal.
They're more than an animal. I'm like, that's not a normal animal, my guy.
They do what animals do. I mean, it's not so bad. It's
yeah, but
there are way worse animals.
How? Oh, wait. By the way, you said when they get bigger. That's already a big.
So an adult is about. I put my hand up until I can't put it up anymore. Not like, because I'm not that tall.
So how long did it take to get to adulthood?
6 months.
A couple years? I don't know.
All right, so you don't know. Got it.
Maybe.
So what you're saying is that town is going to be in big trouble when they get older.
What we do is we put a bunch of.
Like, I understand you guys are trying to be like nice to these things,
yeah,
right?
I can't burn the tree down.
Babies, I get it, but like,
okay,
who's to stop them when these 50 giant bugs decide, "Eh, people tasty"?
I can't put them out. I can't get them back to the Underdark.
There's no guarantee that they won't raise the town.
I'll tell you what. I can't think of another thing to do. I can't condone whatever you guys decide to do. I just can't. I can't do it. They're only children, and I can't do it. They didn't do anything. They don't know any better. But I know that if they get bigger, the town could be in danger. But at this point, I'm sure that they're afraid of fire. when they get older,
Oh, when they're
maybe
older,
are
are
at
they
the
still
edge of
afraid
the
of
forest.
fire?
They might be, but but they can probably overcome it when they're older.
Because an idea would be that the farmers would just they would put torches along the perimeter, and then they would stay away from that perimeter.
That's what I'm hoping to do.
But if these things get bigger,
They will get bigger.
uh-huh.
And I don't know if they can fly. Because, well, they're
Wait.
from the Underdark.
Oh, wait.
I don't
So
know.
for the rest
They're
of
gonna
you,
fly and they could fly and take away the horses?
while this is happening,
I don't
you
know.
see
Or-
this creature dragging what looks like the carcass of it's got a big slice across its belly,
Yeah.
but it is dragging this deer carcass
Does it drag it back into the hole?
back into the hole, and now at this point in time has gotten past you guys.
Sure. I definitely give it a little clap. And I'm like, good
Okay.
job. I'm still
So-
talking to the hive.
So,
Um, And I'm gonna ask them, do you have any stories?
so we could leave it to them to kind of just deal with it, but tell them we dealt with it? Because they won't eat their horses for X amount of time, right?
Well, they won't eat their horses because they're afraid of the fire.
Yeah,
They're
so
generally
and we,
always going to be afraid of the fire. They only
So-
come out at night.
yeah, we could tell them in precaution to put torches along their fence so that way nothing goes over their fence, right? And that we dealt with that, and then we just we could leave and send a
Yeah,
message
let nature
to the
take its
guard
course.
and tell them.
My only fear is that they are not native to this area and they could empty the forest. We should
So-
probably talk to Serafina and have her fix this. I don't want to do this though.
Yeah, and you have no way to get. Oh, well, I guess we don't have a way to really get them to the Underdark. So,
Oh God, no. Oh, I've never been there.
oh,
No, no, not the no. We're not going to the Underdark.
okay. So we have to burn them, or we leave it.
I guess we'll find out. And I kind of trudge back, a little bit defeated, and
Okay.
like just kind of downtrodden
I'm
about
gonna
it.
get a shit ton of kerosene.
God.
No.
All right. So Celeste has asked it in its head whether it has a story, and it goes, big one, right? Kind of pointing in back at towards the edge of the cave. It is like caught, and you see a picture of a rabbit. You see a picture of a in your head you see this like chipmunky thing, and then it was like, and I caught, and he is pointing at holding up this carcass like he's all proud of himself, and he keeps dragging it a little bit further, and shortly thereafter another one comes out of the gloom
Sure.
and grabs it and takes it, and he hands it to them, and they take it deeper into the cave.
I am going to tell them another story about taking what you need and not taking everything, because then there will be nothing left. And I will tell them a story about neighbors who did not put up fences, and it became unclear what belonged to who, and they fought and no one survived. And I will tell them a story about making things beautiful and clear that things are intentional. and how those are things that you can use to show other people that you are also people. And if they don't, it will be very hard to stay here.
Okay. Please make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Absolutely.
And I come down running, guns ablazing.
No. Seraphina, light it up.
Sorry?
That is a 22.
22. You can collectively tell that there is not a, like, every once in a while there's like a tiny chitter, but for the most part they are enraptured and captured by this story. And as you're talking, like as you're telling the story, you can actually almost feel more of these like tingles as more of the hive starts to connect, because they're sharing the story and they're hearing this story and they want to hear more and they want to hear it directly from you. And they're just like absorbing. By the time you reach your second story, you can feel what feels like dozens of like minds, like just barely touching yours, to the point where you can't necessarily hear what they're saying, but you can feel them listening. Right? And then as you finish this last story, they all like erupt in these chitters. For those of you who are not in the psychic link, this sounds kind of terrifying, because there is literally what sound like almost hundreds of these things, just like full blown, like if you've ever been out at night and it's literally like cicadas and it's just this menagerie of sound in this very small, tight environment. It is echoing off the walls, and it is like, it's wild. Okay. However, for those of you who can hear what they're saying, right, or at least understand what is being said, they seem to kind of be in agreement. They're definitely understanding what Celeste has tried to purvey to them. Only eat what you need, collect for the hive, but only what's needed. Try to find a, don't go near the two legs. Don't go near their forelegs. Stay away from they don't necessarily understand the word. They don't comprehend the word building, right? But the people hole is kind of what they call it, right? Because again, they don't really see it. All they see is this like wall and then a hole, right? So the people hole, stay away from the people hole, stuff like that. And so they seem to definitely understand what it is that you guys are, what you're purveying.
As this chittering is going, I'm going to take my my arcane focus, the thing I can't remember the name right now.
The harp?
Yeah, thank you, the water harp. And then I'm just gonna like activate it, but I'm not gonna cast anything yet, and just be like on defensive.
Okay. All right.
Therese is not going to look concerned until Kaylin, Seraphina, and Celeste look concerned.
Sure.
That's fair. If
they start going, oh no, then he'll hop up.
Cleave, greater cleave whirlwind.
I think after it's clear that they seem to understand, Celeste will turn off the hammer, which is like daylight, and like put away the rod. And she will.
So you turn off the daylight?
I turn off daylight. I still have regular light. It's fine. I turn off the
So
sun.
the bright light goes away, and now it's just kind of bathed in this low
Now it's just
blue
the
light.
Yeah. And she'll say that she'll tell them, I hope we get to meet again someday and you'll have more stories to tell me. And she'll be like, I think we can go, to everybody else out loud.
So that shirting was not a bad thing?
No, they were happy.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. All right.
Bingo.
Thursday is going to do one thing before we leave.
Sure.
Okay.
He's going to draw on their wall.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What are you drawing?
Well, that's a 22 performance.
Nice.
He's going to draw
Great.
kind of pictographs of mantis people, specifically a mantis person holding a spear, bringing back a triumphant catch,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and us as friends cheering him on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me
I love
introduce
that.
pictographs so they can start getting towards writing.
Yay.
Yes.
There you go.
More sentient, the better.
By the way, did you guys introduce who we were, or they just kind of know that we're a thing?
I think they're
They don't have that.
I
level
think
of
they-
comprehension.
we're fine.
Yeah. I think they'll remember us though.
Our hive.
I mean, that picture, well, I mean, looks like
Oh,
us.
flawless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
You
Thurs.
can definitely tell that there is a little guy with pointy ears, woman with looks like she's big woman with glow,
Big
Right.
lady.
little fish dude, big orky guy, right? Little humany kind of thing.
Like
With a cactus.
Definitely.
With the
With the
With the
cactus.
cactus, yes, you definitely see a little cactus,
Don't forget the cactus. Yes.
right?
He
So,
just he just drew me as like Oda's character, where it's like a dude with a fish head.
Oh yeah.
Stick figure with a fish on top.
No, it is it is actually relatively clear that you guys are depicted here in reasonably good artistic flair. And the drawing looks pretty good overall. And he kind of like, you can see the one that you've been primarily interacting with kind of look at it and like study it for a moment, and he kind of like, and those of you who again are in the circle of talking can hear me.
You think we should name him?
Me.
We should give it a name.
Yeah, let's start also individualism within a hive. That should be fun.
No, we just leave this alone.
No names. No names. No.
They don't need that yet.
We can name him for Odd, but that's it.
I think I'll name him Sticks.
Sticks.
What? All right.
I don't say that to them though. I say it to, I'm gonna call him Sticks, and then
Sure,
I say that to all of us, and then I wave, to them.
Okay.
And walk out there.
Yeah, I'll head out of the hole. I'm done. I did my job. I feel good about everything that happened here.
I'm gonna
As we
climb
leave.
out and I'm gonna go. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I guess we did it.
Hey
No,
man, we
I'm
did it
not
with not everything.
Convinced the rancher will feel the same, so we might be walking the rest of the way, but we should tell him that they will not be affecting his horses. He sent us here to kill them.
Yeah, but if we killed him, to be fair, would he have known that we killed him?
I mean, there would have been fire.
I mean, I can just make fire happen.
Just
Let's not mess with the children more than we have to.
Yeah, let's go.
But yes, we could tell them we took care of it.
We took care of the issue. I mean, if they don't
It's not a
believe us,
lie.
well,
I
if
believe
they don't
that.
believe us, it's up to them. Or we could just explain to them what the things are, minus the Underdark part.
I think
Yeah, but we should
No.
probably not tell them where they are, though.
that they
I
shouldn't be
mean,
a problem.
they aren't a problem.
You
Tell them
know.
they're children and they didn't know better, but now they do.
They just need education.
Or we just tell them we dealt with it, and then when they find out their horses are dead, that's good. Done.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did deal with it. It shouldn't be an issue.
Sounds like a plan.
Don't go into the woods at night.
But also light torches around your
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah.
That's just good
Just in
anyway.
case,
That keeps
yeah,
other
yeah.
predators away.
Like, why didn't they do that to begin with?
It's.
I don't
I
know.
just think you know,
Everybody knows
the
that.
truth is it's a rather large hive. And to make sure there are no issues in the future, just don't go in the woods at night and light torches around your perimeter, and you'll be fine.
To be fair, they already kind of stay out of the woods for the most part.
Exactly.
Well,
Just
Well,
keep
you've
staying
told
out of
them
the
to
woods.
stay out of the woods at night.
Yeah.
So.
That's reasonable.
And it's clear that like they don't the three Kreen don't do like they don't like sunlight, like similar to other like sunlight's just no bueno for them.
I think the less information we give them about them, the better.
No, this is me clarifying for sorry.
Oh.
So I guess
for
we should
for
head
your
back
purposes,
now?
That's correct.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, let's get that back.
Oh, it's a pretty long ride. I turn to Cece. Can someone ride with you in
Sure.
Frapon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I'm going to wild shape into a very, very large draft horse. Well, not very large, but a regular sized draft horse. And
Sure.
y'all can get on.
Always wanted to do this.
I'll take that there.
My dad would never let me do this. My dad doesn't play horses with me. My dad never let me play horsey.
I'll get on the yak.
Perfect. Yeah.
And I guess Doris and Serafina, if they decide to get on, will
Hell yeah.
and we will.
Right.
I will race. I will look to Frapon, and knowing that Frapon may or may not be able to understand me, want to race.
Oh, I don't get
So-
on then.
Oh,
Okay.
He jumps off at that point.
Yeah, he's like,
cast
no,
based on pony smokes you. No,
He probably will. I'm just saying.
no, he's got his. I think it's the same as the horse. It's a 60-foot movement speed.
Yeah, draft horse.
So as you
No,
guys
you're
are
fine.
just
Actually, Frapon
about
will win this race. I only can run 40 feet. I can only
There
run
you go.
40 feet. So
Yeah,
Frapon will
as
win.
you guys are getting yourselves situated and
I
ready,
know,
and
buddy.
you're kind of jovial, everybody make me a perception check, please.
Sure.
We fucked up.
Ooh, nat 20
Oh,
Okay,
Still
11.
kills you.
for 26. But
great.
Perception.
25.
Okay.
22.
Okay. So Serafina, your tongues are still up at this point because you haven't told me that it goes away, and I believe it goes away in an hour, right?
Right.
The sun is just about setting, and you hear it first. But you all hear first. You kind of feel almost like a rumbling, and then you hear that chittering again, frantic, and it's getting louder very quickly. And Serafina, you catch it seems almost like you had this language pretty good, but it seems like this is frenetic, right? It is frantic and it is scared, and all you hear is run, 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 run away, run away. It's gonna get us. Run away, run away. And the mound erupts with like 30 or 40 of these things just bolting out of the out of the swarm, like almost like a miniature swarm of these little creatures just running away as fast as their little legs can carry them. Some are on 2 legs, some are using all 6 legs to get away. Just as the last one or what you think might be the last one, because there's so many of them coming out, all you hear is this guttural growl and a deep red light emanating from the mouth of this cave. And we will end it there.
Fucking hell.
We'll see you next time
Damn it.
on The Broken Crown.